Welcome back to TFAX, your go-to channel for the latest in pop culture and reality TV. Today, we've got an action-packed episode lined up for you, diving into the world of Survivor 48. Our first story shines a spotlight on Chrissy Sarnowsky's explosive remarks regarding her former tribe mates and their Strong Five alliance. In a candid interview, she breaks down her frustrations and calls out their so-called integrity, leaving fans buzzing about her fierce take on the game dynamics. Next up, we take a closer look at Chrissy's journey throughout Survivor 48. Recognized as an underdog, her resilience and authenticity laid the groundwork for a memorable season. In an exclusive chat, she shares her chaotic exit and the lessons she learned while navigating the treacherous waters of alliances and competition. And lastly, we're diving into the fan outcry following Chrissy's surprising elimination. With reactions flooding social media, it's clear that her departure impacted both the game and her supporters. We'll take a look at what fans had to say and how her elimination is shaping the rest of the season. Stick around as we break down each of these exciting stories. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest from TFAX. Let's kick off our coverage with a deep dive into Chrissy Sarnowsky's bold comments about her fellow contestants on Survivor 48. Following her recent elimination, Chrissy didn't hold back during her exclusive interview with the Post. She took aim at the Strong Five alliance, which includes David Kin, Joe Hunter, Eva Erickson, Shahin Davari, and Kyle Fraser, calling their commitment to honorably play the game Total Bulls, T. Critically reflecting on her time in the game, Chrissy expressed her frustration, saying, "If I hear honest integrity one more time out of any of their mouths, or if I had $1 for every time I heard honest integrity." Her fiery comments came after her elimination during a particularly tense tribal council, where she felt that her former allies were not being truthful about their intentions. Chrissy recounted a heated confrontation with David Kin, remarking that there was more tension during their exchange than viewers saw on screen. "At one point, he was like yelling at me," she recalled. "And I remember turning around going, 'Who are you yelling at?' Because David is not that person." Delving into her struggle for alliances, Chrissy lamented the lack of cooperation from Eva, explaining how her enthusiasm for hockey, in hopes of bonding with Eva, fell flat. "I tried to pull her aside, but once we merged, she was already in tight with Joe and Shahin. And she had David now, so she didn't need me," Chrissy said. Reflecting on the dynamics in the camp, Chrissy described a clear divide among the contestants, likening her situation to being part of the weak people who struggled to stay warm by their smaller fire pit, while the strong people thrived by the bigger fire. It was an emotional moment, as she pointed out the social disparities that were evident even in their living conditions. As Survivor 48 continues to unfold, Chrissy Sarnowsky's candid reflections provide viewers with an inside look at the complex web of alliances and personal conflicts that define this season. Her fierce determination and no-nonsense attitude have made her a standout contestant, and as she transitions to being a jury member, fans are left eager to see how her insights will shape the game moving forward. Moving on to our second story, we take a closer look at Chrissy Sarnowsky's journey on Survivor 48 and what it meant to her as a competitor. For Chrissy, a Chicago firefighter, this season was more than just a shot at winning $1 million. It was about standing her ground against a cast filled with formidable players. Described by fans as an underdog and a favorite, Chrissy's straightforward nature and unwavering authenticity quickly endeared her to viewers. She entered the game with a clear goal: to forge strong alliances and challenge the dominant players. However, as the dynamics shifted, she found herself in increasingly precarious positions. "We had 5 Siva tribe, they were 9 votes. It seemed like easy math to me," she noted, highlighting her initial optimism about forming a majority alliance. Despite her fierce determination, things didn't quite go as planned. Losing crucial allies like David proved to be a significant blow to her strategy, causing her game to unravel. "Did I think that they were all gonna form this superhuman bond and just pick off whoever they wanted? I didn't see that coming," she confessed, illustrating the unpredictability of the game. Throughout her journey, Chrissy was vocal about her targets, especially when it came to strong players like Joe and Eva. Eva and Joe weren't even hiding their alliance. "It was just so obvious it was sickening," she recalled. This honesty about the gameplay ultimately made her a target, as her straightforward approach stood in stark contrast to the more subtle strategies employed by her competitors. As she reflects on her experience, Chrissy emphasizes the importance of staying true to oneself. "I just wanted to be me, and I didn't want to change that. I think I stayed true to form on that for sure," she affirmed. Although her time on the island was cut short, Chrissy's impact on the season and her journey resonate deeply, showcasing the resilience and strength it takes to compete in Survivor. As we continue to follow her journey, it's clear that Chrissy Sarnowsky has left an indelible mark on Survivor 48, and fans are eager to see how her voice will influence the next phase of the game as she takes her place on the jury. And lastly, we turn our attention to the fan reactions following Chrissy Sarnowsky's shocking elimination from Survivor 48. Her departure sparked a wave of emotions among viewers, who expressed their discontent and disappointment across social media platforms. Following her exit, many fans took to X, sharing their thoughts and heartfelt tributes to Chrissy, labeling her as a fighter who went down swinging. One fan expressed their frustration, stating how much they admired Chrissy's outspoken nature, while another labeled the season as rigged, emphasizing how they felt her elimination was unfair. As the second jury member, Chrissy's role will continue to evolve, and fans are eager to see how her presence will influence future tribal councils. Comments flooded in from viewers who described her as the only one speaking up during tense moments, showing just how much her voice resonated. The emotional impact of her elimination was palpable, with many fans rallying around the sentiment that they were rooting for Chrissy to go deeper into the game. In the midst of a season filled with strategic alliances and intense competition, her authenticity set her apart, making her a standout contestant. Viewers were not just fans of her gameplay, they connected with her as a person, celebrating her resilience and determination throughout her journey. As we look forward to the rest of Survivor 48, it's clear that Chrissy's exit has left an impression not only on her fellow contestants, but also on the audience that has grown to love her. With so many viewers passionately engaged in the unfolding drama, the dynamics of the game are sure to shift as the remaining contestants navigate their new reality without her. Stay tuned as we continue to follow the twists and turns of this season, and keep an eye on how Chrissy's presence on the jury shapes the ongoing narrative of Survivor 48.